Hey guys, it's me, and today I'm going to be talking about a look into like how to live with anxiety and panic attacks that happen pretty much on a daily basis. So this is, I guess, not really how to deal with it, but it's just like how I live with it, sort of thing. Because everyone's different. I think I've met one person who is actually my tattooist who has anxiety, but he seems to be alright with it. I just feel like mine's really bad, and but it's come a long way since the beginning. Basically, I've had anxiety. I've got something in my eye. I'm so sorry. I'm not crying or anything. I've had anxiety since I can really remember. And I feel like as I get older, it gets worse, which is quite worrying because people say, oh, when you get older, it kind of goes, you fade away. But I mean, how old do I have to get before, I can live my life to its fullest? I'm 20. I don't. I'm nearly 21. I haven't, lived my life and spread my wings and, how everyone else does. I kind of stay to myself. I don't really go out because I can't even go to the cinema sometimes because I get very anxious, and then something in me just works up and works up, and I know there's nothing to worry about. It's a cinema, you sit there, you watch a film, eat popcorn, but it's just, I don't know. It's something I don't do all the time. I can go sometimes. I have to go during the day, quite early, so that I could come out and feel alright and have the rest of the day just to kind of relax. I also struggle because I work in a pub, and I can't do any evening shifts. Like if I work past 6 o'clock in the evening, my anxiety just heps up. Like I work in the kitchen, so I don't deal with pouring drinks and stuff because I don't drink alcohol. Probably because of my anxiety, but I've never drunk alcohol, and it kind of gets me annoyed because I can't work more hours to get more money to live off, because of the more hours they want me to do until like 10 o'clock in the evening, which I know is not late, but for me that is hard for my anxiety. And because I've had a few anxiety attacks, the anxiety attacks that I've had at work have all been in the evening, so that's why I say I don't do it, because what's the point in going in if you feel anxious and then have an anxiety attack and lose the hours work anyway because you're going home sick and annoying everyone. Anyway, I'm going on about nothing. Basically, early this year, I had to move out of living with my parents because they were downsizing. I was supposed to go and live somewhere else, but that didn't work out. So I live in, I'm a lodger in people's houses. This is my second place in 6 months. And someone that has anxiety, it's very hard when you feel anxious and sick and panicky to cook for yourself. So that is one of the main issues. But I've been alright. The first place wasn't very good because I guess I was just finding my feet. The second place that I'm in now, I just feel more relaxed, more comfortable. Like I have my own room and my own space. It's right at the top. No one bothers me. I can go down when I like, speak to them, blah 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 blah. So that's alright. It's just it's hard. Everyone has them different, panic and anxiety attacks differently. I've had them, and when I started uni, they got really bad. I remember at college I would have them, but I could stay in college into all my lectures at college. And then I went to university, and sometimes in my lectures I just have to get out because I'm having a panic attack, and it's just like, for God's sake, I'm paying $9,000 a year, and I can't even stay in my lectures sometimes. I haven't been for a few of my lectures so far. I've missed a whole module, not module, I've not been to any lectures of one certain module because it's in the evening and it's winter and it gets dark. But I've emailed them and they kind of understand. I can't go away on trips. I went to one trip. I kind of forced myself. It was south of France. It was meant to be for 7 days, but there was airstrikes, so it got cut down, I think, to 5 days, 4 nights. So that kind of made me feel a bit better. I wish it kind of got cancelled, but I'm glad I went. But travelling on the plane, you know, I was so unwell days before I went and days after I came back. Even when I was back at home, I was living with my parents, but then I moved out soon after that, so everything kind of, you know, crappy happened. But people say it does get better, and I'm sure it does. Like, it's not got better for me per se. Like, I still have them, but the thing that's got better is I can deal with them a bit better. I know what to do to kind of calm myself down a bit. Not all the time, like, it doesn't work all the time, but the majority of the time it works. They do have me on medication. I've been on it for, gosh, must be about 3 or 4 years now. I was on medication and then they swapped it because it wasn't working. And the stuff I'm on now is a lot better, you know, but they put me on a very strong dose and it made me all dizzy and, you know, and I got panicky, couldn't do anything, and I still have panic attacks. I had one last night, you know, and you just sit there crying on yourself, like, why can everyone else in my life be normal and I'm the one that's different? And even my family don't understand sometimes. Like, I want to work full time. Obviously I can't yet because I'm at uni, but I feel like I have to keep myself mentally stable. I say that, but, you know, I need to be in my own space, in my room, around my stuff. I guess because I've never worked full time because I'm at university full time, so I've only worked part time. I'm used to, like, being around my stuff, but I guess when I finish uni next year, well, in a few months, you know, I'll just have so much time on my hands and that I want to work. Like, I love working. The first time I got a job, I didn't need a job. I wanted a job because I was bored, and I've never been out of a job since. I don't know how I've managed to keep a job with this stuff. So that is one of my massive achievements, you know. And to anyone out there that suffers from it, you know, you're not alone. I always think to myself, there's people that have it, like, and I just feel, you know, that we're all attached in some way. I know that's kind of like, ooh, hippy dippy, but, you know, we all have this thing that bugs us in our life, but I would rather that than have something a lot more serious. Or, you know, I have everyone around me, like, my family don't really understand. My parents just get on my nerves all the time. They're like, oh, grow up, blah, blah, blah. But they get it. Like, if I say I'm feeling unwell, anxious, they'll just be like, they'll try and help me out. Because my mum used to have it. My biological dad had it. My mum, he had it really bad. My mum had it really bad. And I guess they don't think it's genetic, but when I tell the doctors and the counsellors that they both had it, they think it's quite amazing how, you know, I have it as well. But then my brothers don't have it. They're just the lucky ones, I guess. But, you know, I'm rambling on a bit, and I don't even know if I've answered it. Like, any questions you guys might have, I just think, you know, you have to, I was told, if you're going to have a panic attack, you kind of know, I get tingly hands, my heart obviously starts to palpitate, and my lips go tingly, and you kind of feel like you're having a heart attack, and then because you feel like you're having a heart attack, you're like, shit, I'm dying, you know, I'm on my own, and if I, like, what do I do? Because you can't, some people do call, like, some people's anxiety, panic attacks is so bad they call an ambulance. Mine has got that bad a couple of times, but because I know that it's an anxiety attack, I'm like, no, I'm alright. You just have to kind of, I was told to hold your breath because the tingling is like too much. I think too much oxygen or something in your blood. I didn't think that was a bad thing. thing, but apparently it is. You hold your breath for as long as you can take, and then just take slow breaths. It kind of helps, and it keeps you focused on controlling your breathing.